We've hit it! Everybody, go home. New low. Let's do it. Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Thank you so much for joining us. Well, night, morning, wherever it is for you, whenever you're listening to this. Welcome back to another episode of the JoyShtick podcast.
Did you assume their time zone?
I did.
How dare you?
I can't take any more angry comments. We can't have any more.
You're right.
Anyway,
I get physically
season.
harassed.
Did you?
No. I'm going with the narrative.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, improv. It's yes,
and.
that's right.
I got mugged, and an old lady ate my cheeseburgers.
First problem. You had cheeseburgers.
That is true. I shouldn't have carried those around. What an idiot.
And you didn't give any to Bob.
That is true, but...
Bob loves a good cheeseburger.
He does. He does indeed.
This is... I thought we were friends.
Just, you know what? We're gonna have to rethink
I get
all
one
of
in the
this.
mail. I'm like, this is disgusting. Why would you do this?
You're like, we're not friends anymore. You gave me a crappy cheeseburger, and I'm like, I can't win.
Yeah. It's tough. But how have you been, Sarah? What's been going on this week with you?
This week?
Uh-huh.
I am not in Puerto Rico. We'll start with that.
That's a good.
The setup is back to normal.
Awesome.
For a second, I blanked for a minute, and I was like, wait, have we already recorded a podcast since I've been back from Puerto Rico? And we have not.
No.
For a second, I was like, wait, am I saying this dumb? Am I dumb? Am I a dumb boy? But no, basically, I came home from Puerto Rico. I missed the tropical storms. Everything's fine. And the first thing I did when I came back is I played the KFC dating simulator because it had to be done.
Yes.
Oh my god. So this is the KFC cast right now. It's happening.
It is.
But yeah, no. The game I thought was really fun. So if people don't know, it came out on Steam for free. And it's about a 3-hour game. So if you just put a little time into it, just read on through, play it once, it's good. You're good to go. I will say, I got slightly friend-zoned by the Colonel. And I don't recommend it to anyone. I didn't get to stuck anything up anybody's anything. Okay? Let's talk about how disappointing that is.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sarah.
Drumsticks didn't get inserted in foreplay.
That's a tough time.
Yeah, so I own KFC now because I sued them.
Perfect. Great segue. So, the new thing is the mac and cheese bowl, right? That's what they were promoting the game for.
Yeah, so a lot of people were like, you know, this is fun and everything, but the end is basically them saying, go out and get a mac and cheese bowl. They just came out, and it's like, oh, and then everybody kind of went, I do kind of want a mac and cheese bowl. So to be fair, it worked. The fucking, the strategy worked. People want their mac and cheese bowls. People are getting their mac and cheese bowls. And if they had to use an anime Sanders to do it, they did it, boys. They really did it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I went out and got one the next day.
Oh, did you? Was it good?
No.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Wow.
I should have kept going with it, but no.
You should have. Listen, you could have lied straight out to me. I would have never known.
Yeah, that's true. No, what had happened was, you
got mugged.
I got mugged, and they stole it from me.
Damn it, that woman. It's probably the same woman.
It's that same elderly woman. She's a trip, dude.
She just travels.
She's wild, yeah.
But yeah, so the game was fun. It was cute. It basically just turns out that he does fall in love with you, but he doesn't let you run KFC with him. But, what can you do? You're still gonna fuck him in the end, I guess.
That's true. At least you got that.
At least he got fucked. You know? Good on you.
Fair. Good on you. For sure. No. Speaking of fucked.
Oh. Alright. I'm ready.
Kotaku, if you know that website.
I do indeed.
Posted somewhat of a spicy article, let's say.
So you, like, you just the tipped with me about this article. You were like,
I did.
Kotaku wrote a weird article, and then I asked you about what, and then you told me nothing. So I'm ready to hear this shit.
So you know, like Rule 34 and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Which for viewers, that's anything that can be made lewd will be made lewd.
There's everything that exists, basically.
Exactly. Oh, I found out we can't say that word on YouTube.
Oh,
apparently.
am I gonna get bleeped?
No. I mean, we can't say, which is so weird to
but
me.
I just said it. So am I bleep? Are we just
I know,
bleeping?
like, yeah, this whole.
We're gonna get bleeped.
Well, I don't know. I think they'll just like strike the video, but apparently.
I'm saying when you edit, just like throw in a bunch of bleeps.
Oh no, that's what it is. It's that they will demonetize the video, but we say fuck so much. I don't think that's gonna matter.
And also, we don't have monetize.
Yeah, but
so we can say porn all we want until monetization happens.
That's right. But no,
porn here, boys. Get your porn. Get your.
That's right. That's
also, I never.
It's all here.
Here's the thing. Bob can't see this, but I never actually mentioned this. So this little boy right here, I'm gonna name him Jeremy.
Okay.
He's so cute. I'm gonna tickle his underside. Where the fuck?
Please don't. I don't like where this is going.
So I since it's October and it is Spoopween,
Yes.
I put little spoopy boys in our cameras. So I
Yes.
have a little ghosty holding a pumpkin, and he's so cute.
Okay.
And Bobby has what's like an alternative, like Halloween witch. Like that looks like it's gonna be on somebody's CD. That looks like something straight out of A Day to Remember. Like,
Really?
yeah, it's right behind you. Don't look. Don't look at her.
Well, if it means
She's
that much
too
to you.
beautiful. Shut up. But don't look at her. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
he doesn't really know where she is, but you guys
don't.
can see her. He'll
It
know
could be
later.
the downfall of us all.
Oh my god, I'll stop you. I will find
It's just
you.
day to remember. Like, it just mentions throughout the rest of the stream now. But yeah, so they posted this article, and the woman writing it was like, me and my friend sat down to watch a ton of these, like, you know, just like CGI-esque or characters doing it movies.
Oh, are you talking about the like
films.
when you go to Pornhub and you see the 3D animated?
Yeah, a lot of that stuff and a ton of other things.
Oh, I'm sorry, pub.
Yeah, and so, like, the weird thing about it was, though, a lot of it, like, was like, okay, we gotta figure out our positions on this, because, like, a lot of the characters in those shows are not technically 18.
Okay. All right.
Right.
I get it.
Like, a lot of those people
Like
are
Diva.
high school.
Diva is not 18.
Diva is, isn't she?
No, Diva's like a 16-year-old.
Is she?
Or 14. I don't remember. But she's not
Weird.
18 at all.
Oh,
And I see a
weird,
lot
weird.
of Overwatch porn.
That's right. And then, like, Hermione Granger was one. Zelda, which, you know, probably she's a princess. It's gotta be, I don't know. I haven't done like an age check on all these people. And then some of them for like animes and stuff like that, which a lot of those, you know, they're kids in high school for the most part.
Yeah.
So like, not only do they go through listing all this and posting the images
Okay.
and screenshots from what they watched, but they go into detail about like if it was a good one or a bad one and like all this other stuff, right? It's real weird.
You don't go into detail about that Dora the Explorer porn I watched. Aces.
Aces, dude. So it was really weird, and then like out of nowhere, like they take all the pictures off of there, they put this huge disclaimer in front of it and all this stuff. The reason that I find it weird is because they were like, oh yeah, like how weird and silly all this is, and then they went in underneath of it and they started saying like other stuff about like ones they wanted made and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And it's like one of those things that like a year ago I remember seeing an article from them, which is like how we like what is it, objectify like how gamers objectify
Oh,
women
right,
in like all
okay.
gaming media.
Yeah.
And then like the sentence after that in her article is like, but what I wouldn't do to see Solid Snake naked and stuff like that. And I'm just like, it's a weird little thing for Kotaku to write about, because like, isn't that really objectifying? And
Here's the thing though, does anybody actually take Kotaku seriously?
No,
Like,
no, it's a dumpster fire.
At this point, I think they've just gotten a hold of the fact that they're a dumpster fire. I don't think they care.
It may be that too, you know.
And
I don't know. I mean,
probably put on
this
that
is all I'm saying.
disclaimer for
Kotaku,
legal
if you want to
reasons.
sponsor me and give me money, I'm totally. But I don't know.
Yeah, that disclaimer is probably for legal reasons, though. It probably wasn't because they were
that's funny.
like, "Oh, this isn't right. We shouldn't do this." It's probably legality.
Yeah. I mean, it got added much later, but yeah, after some backlash. But it was weird.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing.
You're like, and I don't know why I was hard throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, no, when it comes to like shit like that, it's so weird because you have and it's funny because when Overwatch was announced, that was one of like the first things is you go to that 3D like porn category, immediately there was porn of Tracer. Yeah. Immediately.
Yeah.
And
yeah, right away.
I don't know. I guess it always goes down to, and I know this is a weird thing to get into, but hey, we're not monetized, so it's fine. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure this won't get flagged. Watching you, YouTube, don't look at me. The idea of if it's a fictional character, does it matter?
Yeah, that's the biggest
like,
debate.
Yeah, it's gross, and yes, it's skeevy, and no way am I condoning that. Like, if you have, let's say, a Dora the Explorer fetish.
Yeah.
If it's okay, it's not okay. It's still a child. But is it is that illegal? Pedophilia is illegal, obviously. But is jerking off to Dora the Explorer illegal?
Weird, but I mean,
I just want that to be the title of this fucking episode.
My God, no. We've hit it. Everybody, go home. New low. Let's do it. Let's leave. We've done it. Shut it down.
Joy. I almost said Joycast. JoyShtick podcast number 5 is jerking off to Dora the Explorer illegal.
Oh my God! And you know what the worst part is too?
What?
Last episode. That's great. I'm so happy.
It's like we got it. We got to 5, boys. We did it.
We've done it. We've done it. What a good time.
Oh,
what a train ride. People are gonna bring this episode up in like 5 years when I'm going in for a job interview.
They're like, all right, so sir, here, who's this blue-haired girl? And you're like, no, I don't know her. She just comes and like sees me once a week. I hate it.
Nah, I love you, dude.
But yeah, but that is a serious question. It's like, is that wrong? I mean, yeah, yes, it's wrong. Is it illegal? Is what I keep asking.
It depends. I don't know why I feel this way. It kind of depends on what it is. Like if it's Overwatch and shit, whatever. I don't care. I feel like Dora's weird though. That kind of makes me really uneasy. I don't like that.
Swipe or no swiping?
Yeah, not swiping right on that.
No, just don't swipe so hard. Slower. No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh God. Okay, I gotta fucking go. It's the end of the goddamn podcast.
Don't let him cut it.
Don't.
Start a petition. Don't let him cut my jokes.
I won't.
I see.
So,
But no, that is funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. Just the fact that somebody was like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna write an article about this. It's like, okay. Whatever floats your boat,
exactly.
man.
It was something. So, my question to you. It's Halloween. Yes, the entire season of October, or the whole month of October.
No, it's Halloween for a month, yeah. That's why we have our spoopy boys, and every week I'll change our boys to be like other things.
I will find a new lo-fi Halloween song to play behind all of us for this whole time. But what? Are you going to be playing any spooky games?
You want a vape? Okay.
How old is he?
Spoopy games. What
This is
flavor
why
was
they're
it?
banning it, Sarah, because you keep giving it to children.
He's
Who
not a
cares?
child. Actually,
Well, he's dead
he
already.
looks like he might have been a kid.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Yep.
This is how actors must feel when they have to do CGI work. They're
Oh,
just like,
that
oh,
shit's
yes,
like
and
always
this.
so awkward when you watch it without like anything there, and the
Yeah.
actor is just like, "So, Scrappy Doo, how's it going?" And then they're talking to a rock on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, spoopy games.
So weird.
I mean, I haven't put any thought into it, but you know me, I'm a pussy when it comes to horror. So who knows? I know that I still want to do Untitled Goose Game at some point. I've been getting into League of Legends slowly but surely.
Okay.
When it comes to horror, though, I'd have to like look into it. I'm not entirely sure. What kind of spoopy things are you gonna do for Halloween?
Love Halloween. I love horror stuff too. I don't play it a lot on the channel, but I love it. Because like we might do some of the Resident Evil games. I haven't decided which ones. I have all of them, so it'd be easy.
You're like,
to do.
I own every single one.
Except for 5 and 6, because they were, yeah, well, that's my opinion. I think they're trash, but I don't think they're bad
What?
games. I
6
think it's
was
like
bad. What are you talking about?
I think Resident Evil games like need to be horror games. That's my opinion.
Yeah, what are you
though.
saying about 6? 6 was the fan favorite. Everybody loves 6.
4 and 7 were really good.
Yeah, no,
6
people
is
love 6.
All right. Well, that's people can love 6. I don't have any problem with people liking them.
I don't think I've met a single person that likes 6. That's
there are
the
action
comedy.
games. It starts to become like Call of Duty at that point, and that's not why I'm playing a Resident Evil game. I want to play it because it's supposed to be spooky.
You're like,
You know?
I want to get my spoops on.
Exactly, just want to spoops. Sometimes you just gotta spoops, and that wasn't, they weren't spoops. So, I think that, or like, I don't know. Well, we might spend some 5 evenings with Frederick.
Gonna do the Freddy Boys.
Maybe play through the first one, because the first one was good.
You don't own VR,
It's
right?
classic. I don't own a VR.
Okay, because I was gonna say the fucking new one.
Yeah, it's the original ones in VR, isn't it?
Well, it's all the original ones and then added new stuff. So you can basically play, I think it's 1, 2, and 3. No, 1, 2,
Okay.
3, and 4. And then additional things for the VR game.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can do
I saw the intro
any
for
level
it.
that you want.
Yeah. I saw like the introduction part because I like Markiplier a lot.
Yeah.
And Jacksepticeye for the YouTubes. And they were playing through, or I think Mark was. I think that's who I saw doing it.
Oh, he
and,
plays every single Five Nights game.
And it was not only hysterical, but I thought that opening, not only him, but the opening to that game too. It's like, this is all just a fictional recreation of things. None of it actually happened. Please sign those waivers. Like, it's just like the way they set it up was really funny. I thought that was good. So I've seen a little bit of it, but
I didn't watch Markiplier, or maybe I did. I might have watched him a little bit, but my experience was I watched the whole run through with MatPat in Game Theory.
Okay.
I watched all of that. I watched the full live streams. The game was, from what I saw, very good. It just is one of those things where I already can't deal with spoops. I can't deal with VR spoops. Those are too real.
Yeah.
And I'll die.
Yeah. I would love to play the Resident Evil 7 VR. I heard that's really just terrifying.
People say it's good, but you know how like some people get motion sickness? So, some people have been saying that since you're controlling it with your actual controller and only looking around, that some people got a little nauseous with it, but other than that, people said it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I did the whole Labo VR thing. I really liked that. That was fun. And I played VR before. Actually, my experience with VR, the time that I actually got to play it and I had a blast, and it was really funny. Like, when someone's, like, they need to get off the machine because they're just there they've been on too long.
Yeah.
I think I might have been reaching that point when I got to play the VR that was like at the is at the Kenwood Mall in Ohio, and I was playing on it, and they gave me the thing, and I was shooting stuff in space, and I had both the wands, and I was just like, yeah! And I was just like, getting way too into it. Like,
I like
I
the
was
idea
like
that
worried
there's
about my
children
score.
going like, Mommy,
Oh,
Mommy,
yeah, there were
can
kids
I have,
around.
Can I have my turn? And it's like, I don't know, that guy's been here for 2 hours.
Yeah, and I think they were like, I may have cursed once, I don't know, and I think that's when they were like, get off, and then, like, leave, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
You're
That
like,
didn't
I
happen.
can't
I'm totally
hear you.
kidding.
I'm in my
I did
own
not
world.
curse in front of children,
Ah,
but
sure you did. I curse in front of kids.
You know.
It's fine, they'll learn.
we all do it. You know, it's whatever.
Literally, I cursed in front of this like little kid once. A kid that Tori's family takes care of, and
Okay.
I think I said fuck, like just straight out was just like, fuck you, dude. And she just goes,
Oh no.
she's like, you said bad word. And I was like,
Mhm.
And she just goes, you just said it. And I was like, yeah, just don't say it. And she just goes, oh, okay. And she
Yeah.
learned right then and there that adults can say whatever the fuck they want. Just you can't
True.
say it, you little shit.
While you're cursing
Actually,
at this child,
I think I
but
said that to her. I was like, well, you can't do it, you little shit.
I've done it once or twice in front of like my niece or nephew. I've done it once, especially in front of Seth one time. I remember that because I was like, fuck, and he's like, what? And I go, bud, just don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Uncle Bob was saying words, and he was upset.
Why does Uncle Bob sound like somebody that, like, drives a Jeep Wrangler? Just, like, I had a visual of a certain man when you're like, Uncle Bob here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Uncle Bob to them, you know?
That's true.
Captain Bob, Bobby Boy, Uncle Bob. Man of many names, dude. I've got it.
Claw Daddy.
You know, we're going with it.
You're forgetting about your
Claw Daddy?
persona.
Yeah, my Claw Daddy Randall persona.
I like how you said that one day. You're like, yeah, no, when I'm drunk, I'm Randall. I was like, Randall? It's like,
Randall. Yeah, Randall. He's full of it. You know, who knows? I don't know what I'm trying to say
Randall
there.
is
Who knows?
extremely randy.
Yeah, he's a wild boy. Watch out.
Watch out. It's like a warning.
Yeah, it's like, don't get too close. Don't feed the bears.
It's like somebody comes in from the other room. Randall's here. Just move. Just leave. Get the fuck out.
Just leave. It's going to be a bad time to go. Be like, I'm Randall. I'm here to party. And it's like, oh god, Randall's here. I love this persona. I'm gonna have to do that on stream sometime.
It's okay, because, I mean, you have Randall. I have my persona.
Honey Whiskey.
Honey Whiskey. I don't even remember how
Honey
that
Whiskey
happened.
doing?
How's Honey Whiskey doing? She is... right here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Honey Whiskey.
It's Honey Whiskey.
So yeah, I don't even remember how that happened. I think that happened on Valentine's Day. Yeah, actually that's what it was. It was a Valentine's Day stream. And
Okay.
I was like, let's drink it up for the single boys. And I
Mhm.
put on a pink wig. I put on these kitty ears.
Okay.
I put on these red glasses. And the more and more drunk I got, the more and more this became a persona. And now I just reference it when I'm fucking blasted.
I love it. I love it. Brilliant.
Yeah, because I was like
Brilliant.
a halfway Honey Whiskey the other day. I was without the wig, but I had this and the glasses on, and I was just like, Honey Whiskey's back, boys.
Yeah. Everybody was very excited.
They were.
I jumped into the stream.
Dude,
I saw
Watson
it.
was there. He was just like, listen, Honey Whiskey's back.
Honey Whiskey. I love it. I think that's one of my favorite characters you have.
It's like the only character I have. I have Sarah,
Well,
and then Honey
it's
Whiskey.
very easy for it to be my favorite. See?
Oh, wow. So you like Honey Whiskey more than me?
You're not a character. You're yourself.
You don't know that.
Well, you can be a bit of a character, but yeah. It's like if I was like, well, no. Because my whole thing is Captain Bob, dude. That's that sort of a persona. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. You win this time.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm like when
Sarah.
I'm just crying in my room. I'm not Sarah DG. Actually, technically, Sarah DG is a persona. And you know that.
Yeah. So is Captain Bob, dude, I guess.
Well,
but
I mean,
I don't
insider
really feel like
knowledge. Insider knowledge here. DG is not my real last name.
Didn't think it was.
Exactly, so technically, persona.
Persona 5.
Also, I like how the
Confirmed.
cursor just keeps slipping into frame, so every now and then you'll see like a
Does
little
it?
thing going by. It's a break time. We're taking a break. 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 So on to the next topic.
Yeah. So. But that's weird. You don't like horror, but you play so much Dead by Daylight.
Well, it's because it doesn't scare me. Like, I like horror. I don't like being jump scared, if that makes sense. And a lot of horror is jump scare, and that's a lot of horror video game.
It is. That's a big part of it.
So that
Jump
stuff
scares.
I'm okay with, but...
Yeah. I like psychological horror probably the best. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, style of that. Where it's just like, oh my god, this is so... just messes with your mind a bit. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I
when,
think that was actually...
Oh, you go.
Oh no, I think that was actually my biggest upset with it. Because I felt like the first chapter had so much... Ugh. The second one was like, huh, really?
The second one... So that's why I said to you when... You know, I was texting you that day when I went to go see it. And you were like, oh, so how was it? I really like it. Like, was it good? And I was like, it was okay. You know,
Yeah.
it was very okay. In no way would I say it's good. In no way I would say it's bad. It was very
You know what's
okay.
weird? There were certain parts of it, and it's not, what's his name? God, now I'm gonna blank on it.
Bill Hader?
Hader's performance was awesome.
Yeah, no,
I
Hader
actually
was
think that
amazing.
he did a great job, and I think that his character in that was spot on. Like, it had just enough of that, like, being funny, but also that, like, dark little tone to it that made up for the joking parts.
Well, I will say, and my friend Shane put it very well, because I went to go see with him and Tori. He put it probably the best way. He said, Bill Hader made that movie, but Bill Hader should not have had to make that movie. And I was like, you're right. Because it is it.
That's right.
You know, you shouldn't have this one person making the movie tolerable for you. But
Exactly.
Bill Hader did
Bill
fucking
Hader,
amazing.
his performance in it was so good. And what was weird about that too is nothing to the other actors, but there was weird parts in theirs that just didn't. It almost felt like they went into the second half knowing Bill Hader's character really well,
Yes.
knowing what they wanted to do with him, and then they're like, everyone else will fall into place as we're filming it.
Yeah.
And they didn't. Like, two of the characters, like, of course, one guy, the first guy has to die in the beginning because that's just the way I mean, that's how it was in the book too. But like the other characters just seemed like they had these. I didn't care about them. I cared about Bill Hader's character a lot. I was like really like, you know, rooting for him.
I will say I thoroughly enjoyed, oh god, what is his name? I only want to say John Travolta, and that is very incorrect.
Yes.
Fuck, let me just look it up.
Because he definitely was not in that movie.
Yeah, look closely, man. Look real close.
You know what? That's a good point. Good point. Good
never
point.
know.
Didn't think about it that way.
Dude, Scientology hits you hard. Fucking it cast.
Isn't it Tom Cruise? Is John Travolta a Scientologist too?
Everybody's a Scientologist, my guy.
No, he's not a Scientologist.
John Travolta's a Scientologist, like, well known. Him and Tom Cruise are like the boys of the group.
Really?
Yeah. James McAvoy. I was like, why do I only want to say John Travolta?
Yeah.
Dude, James McAvoy, great actor.
Oh my god, he is a Scientologist.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm back.
I told you.
How?
It's the same way Tom Cruise got in. They were like, hey, do you have a big ego and a lot of money? And they were like, yes. And they're like, come on in.
That's upsetting.
Do you know
Okay,
who else
go
is
on.
a fucking Scientologist? Will Smith?
Really?
Yes. Well, yeah, I think he's entering now. Here, let's just look up Scientologist.
Sorry, I don't mean to derail
No.
this.
This is the best kind of derail because honestly, Scientologist actors have always been like funny to me. Let's see. Katie Holmes is one. Beck apparently. Jason Lee is a Scientologist. How dare he?
We might get a lot of hate mail from Scientology, but guys, come on, what are you doing?
Who fucking cares? Nobody takes Scientology correctly or takes it seriously. Oh, Danny Masterson! I totally forgot about that.
It's. Is it because they're making money off of it too?
I actually am not sure about that. It's very much an ego thing, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because it's all about like how important you are, and I think since they're so high up, they're like seen as like, oh, we're not worthy, and I think it's an ego boost, if anything else. But I mean, you know what Scientology is, right? They think that we're all just volcano aliens.
Yeah. No, my silence is utter like disbelief and a bit upset.
Yeah. I'm upset that Jason Lee is in there.
Listen, guys, just so you know, I will never try to pawn off some half-baked religion on you guys, ever.
Exactly. We'll only put in full-baked religions, like KFC's new mac and cheese bowls.
Like KFC's new mac and cheese bowl. We're back to KFC, baby. We've done it.
Buy those.
Full
buy
circle.
those bowls.
Buy them. Colonel Sanders is your god now.
The Church of Sanders. Sanderology.
Obey Colonel Sanders.
Who is the other scientist? Oh, so you know that Danny Masterson is a Scientologist, right?
No.
Do you know who Danny Masterson is?
No.
I had a feeling. So you know that 70s show, right?
Yeah.
Hyde.
Oh yeah.
He's a Scientologist.
Wow. Okay.
And it upsets me because I think he's an attractive dude, but he's nuts. So we can't do that.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Do you think we can get sponsored by the Church of Scientology?
No, because you literally have to pay them so much money. They would never give money.
That's true. We could call that Joel Oldstein?
Joel Oldstein.
Yeah,
I just want him photoshopped as an old person. Just Joel Oldstein.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. Listen, we can call him. We can try to get money from him.
Yeah, and you'll be like, hey, listen, I love the Catholic Church. And he's like, cool. How many chapels are there? And then you just cry.
And then I'm done.
and they...
It's okay. Things will be concrete.
Oh, real concrete?
So it's alright.
So is that how we play this now? Is that right?
That is your 16. Yes, it is.
Oh, lordy. Alright.
If no one... You guys can watch the clips on Twitch if you know why. But
if you go to my Twitch, if you do exclamation point and then chapels.
Yes.
Actually, no, just chapel. If you do exclamation point chapel, it'll send you the clip. It literally will. I like how I haven't even unraveled that to the Twitch stream. But if anybody ever wants to see this, all they have to do is exclamation chapel, and you can watch that clip. It's a good clip.
I will make an exclamation for you as well. Don't worry, Sarah. And we will, I love how all of this is perfect. I'm so happy with the way this has turned out. Because now we both have clips of each other doing something really weird.
Mine was just a slip of the tongue. Yours, well, I guess it also was a slip of the tongue, but it was funny.
It was. Watching you.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so Scientology
This is where in the comments everybody's gonna be like, did you know that Sarah Digi and Bobby actually hate each other?
Don't they know that?
I don't know.
They don't realize that I'm just like contractually obligated to be here?
Yeah, because this is such a high budget production. That's believable.
Or you've blackmailed me. How about that?
Yeah,
that's better.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's like, hey, listen, I really want to do a podcast. See these pictures of your feet? I'm gonna sell them online if you don't do a podcast. I don't know, man.
Feet pics is the okay. Fair.
And I'll be like, no, not the feet, and then I do the podcast every week.
Exactly.
He deletes one foot pic every podcast.
I do.
So we have at least 20 more to go before I'm safe.
20 more episodes, boys. Can we make it?
Can we get to 20 episodes?
Yeah. No, I love what the podcast has become because it's so cool. It's like we started like being like this is gonna be and other stuff, which we still do, but it's mostly just become like, hey, you want to listen to us talk for like a little bit?
I mean, to be fair, that's most podcasts. It's like if you, unless
that's really
you have a podcast that you are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, unless you're running a podcast in which you will have thorough research every week of whatever topic it is. Yeah. Exactly. That's what most podcasts are, just bullshitting for about an hour and then being like, bye, and then turning off the camera and then continue bullshitting until 3 a.m. because that is what happens.
That's usually what happens. We end up hanging out for a while. But, you know what? Can I just say one thing that I'm really excited about?
Absolutely. Actually, no, you're not allowed to be happy.
That's what I've been told for a while.
You're like, oh, I'm aware. I just try every now and then.
I'm aware. So what have you been up to, Sarah?
Were you? You literally started that with like, you know what makes me happy? And then you're like, so what's up with you?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No. Things have actually been like really on the up, which is really awesome.
No, that's good though.
Like and stuff, because for people who don't know, I have bipolar disorder, so like it's a rough time. But it's been getting really better and really better. And
it's okay,
so I'm
those
super
words
stoked
are gonna
about
work
that. One day. And I got to A- rank in Splatoon.
Look at this boy.
So we're working to get to the big boy leagues, which would be S, and then eventually my downfall back into C-, which will probably happen at some point.
Yeah, you just get creamed.
Yeah, which, fair enough.
Fair.
I'll get there one day. But no, I was super stoked on it because I love Splatoon, and I'm honestly just like, my goal is like to get to X rank, which is above S, because letters, and
yeah, it goes F, D, C, B, A, S, X, and then God tier is W.
God tier is, yes, it's Wombo.
Wombo.
Which is gonna be awesome. I can't wait for those Wombo ranks. But my goal is I wanna get to X before Splatoon 3 comes out. Which I think I have time.
That, but is Splatoon 3 even announced?
No, but this is what I believe, because like any game that Nintendo does that sells at least like a decent amount of copies, like, dude, they made sequels to like, what is it, like Kirby, and that didn't even sell that well.
Yeah.
Kirby's a great game and it's a brilliant franchise. Let's be honest, Allies wasn't that great. Okay.
Oh, no.
Can we just real talk? Allies kind of sucked. It was very handholdy. It was nothing.
I think
like
it was for
epic
kids, though.
Kirby's Yarn, which was a great game, and that game was super cool. That was a great game. I played it. I'm not a kid.
No. I'm saying Allies, very handholdy. I think it was for children.
Yeah,
because I played it and I was like, this is almost too easy.
Yeah, I think the big thing is like, and they made sequels to that game. And they keep making sequels to that game. The big thing for Nintendo is that if it sells well, they will almost automatically do another one. And with the way that like Splatoon 2's development was, it was Splatoon 1. As soon as they ended that like their development cycle for that, they started making Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
So my big idea, or at least they started development. So my big thought is that after Splatoon 3 ended, because the whole battle was who's gonna win Chaos or Order, was like the last Splatfest for them. They've picked out the theme for the game. They are going to start working on that. I would almost say as soon as they finish production on Animal Crossing, which that comes out in March.
Yeah.
So I almost think that like they're done with that. They're probably already moved on to Splatoon 3. We'll hear about it. I want to say 2021 maybe would be my guess for like Splatoon 3. Splatoon 2 still has a ton of life in it. I would love to see a Pro. I think Breath of the Wild is going to come out in 2020. I think that's going to be their big release again, because that's what they usually do. Like, if you see, like, Breath of the Wild came out with the Switch, Link's Awakening came out the same day of the Switch Lite. I think we'll get a Switch Pro or another model of the Switch when Breath of the Wild comes out, because they're apparently working really hard and there's a lot of stuff they want to do that seems like it might be a little more technical. So I think a Pro is going to come. That's just my theory. I think a Pro is going to come out when Breath of the Wild 2 comes. That's what I got for you, dude. What did you think of that?
Listen, it was so good. It was so good.
Thanks.
I'm smoking that cigarette right now of Nintendo news.
Yeah. That's just how I feel
but,
about it.
But no, I agree. They're probably gonna keep going with Switch models. It'll probably be like a 3DS situation where they just keep going with it. You know, they keep doing more improvements.
And we've already seen that as their plan. They want this to be their console for, like, what'd they say, the next 10 years?
I will say one thing about Nintendo. I kind of would like it if they got over the idea of we should make accessories for games. Like, I want that to stop.
Okay.
Only because I always want to buy it, and then it's clutter for me. Like, they announced that new thing where it's like a workout game, but you have to buy this big band to, like, play it.
You know what's so weird about that? Yeah, it's an RPG workout game.
Yeah, and it's like you have to buy this big
RPG.
band to, like, play.
Yeah.
And it's like, that fucking hula hoop is gonna be just sitting in the corner of my fucking house. Like, stop.
But you know what's weird about it, though? And this is the thing that I just find so interesting. That is probably one of their most brilliant ideas in a while. I love that idea. Oh, cat ear caught the hair. But I think that is brilliant, dude. Like, you make an actual game that's super engaging, like VR is, right? And people play through it, and they're doing workouts that they won't even really think about because they're so focused on leveling up and doing their RPG.
Oh, the game itself, I think, is fine. Stop selling me things. Don't give me any wheels from Mario Kart. Don't give me a fucking thing to put my fucking Joy-Cons together. All I did was get a Pro, okay? I'm never gonna use the fucking thing to put my two Joy-Cons together to make a controller. Fucking, I think I threw it away, to be completely honest. I hate accessories that just clutter. Other than that, Nintendo's a perfect company. Just fucking fix your shit. Like, fix the idea that, like, somebody's gonna pay $30 for, like, let's say a fucking battery-packed fucking controller holder when guess what I bought? One of these. Like...
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, that's fair, but also you can't blame them because, like, Hori and Power A, that's how they make all the accessories.
Oh, no, that's true. And I get that, but it's just, I don't know. I look at a lot of the things where, like, when you move from one Nintendo console to the other, I then, in my path, have a box of plastic that nobody wants. Not even GameStop really wants.
Actually, I think that was a big thought of Labo, is that here's a bunch of stuff you can make that works, and when you're done, take it apart and fold it up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I still have my blaster right there, which, by the way, I think the VR for that is so much fun. And I know it doesn't, like, we don't talk a lot about it, and no one really does. I really think that is just, like, a really fun time. I think that it's, like, what I like about Labo stuff is that they're, like, these learning and building experiences. And if you ever actually go to, like, Labo Garage, it's so much fun to make stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can make your own Labo stuff. Like, guitars, people make drum sets. They just, like, it's a whole node, like, programming system. It's really cool. Now, do I have the time to mess around with that? No.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a few minutes to try to, like, maybe I'll take a day and mess with it, but it's pretty complex. Like, still, for even being that basic, to me, just because I don't know programming. I wish I did, because dude, we'd make some sick games, but I don't know it. Sorry, I'm getting into weird tangents now, just because like I'm really excited about, I don't know, stuff.
I listen. I'm getting into weird tangents because stuff and things. Oh, fucking this fucking stuff and things. Hey guys,
Dude,
I have a topic. I don't have a good
Tell me.
segue, but something just popped into my
Perfect.
mind. Can we
Tell me
fucking
about it.
talk about PAX East? There we go.
Let's talk about
That's
it.
something that I just realized. Let me fucking pull up the stats for this shit.
Okay. Roll 34. I get it. Let's call back. Cool. Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm editing this video right now, and there is a section that you guys are going to hear when you see this, where there is no audio from Sarah, so I had to take out a pretty big chunk of it, which absolutely sucks. Because there was a lot of really funny stuff, and we talked about PAX, so I was gonna tell you guys what we said, but it's no. So we'll just have to do it again sometime for you, but sorry about that, guys. Love ya. We'll see you soon. Well, I think the biggest thing that we need to talk about before we end is bye, guys.